We'll also record this session for use at a later date. Thank you everyone for coming. So this will be a short session that tells you a little bit about the School Enterprise Challenge, what it is, how it works, why we set it up, and so on, as well as giving you a brief look at how to take part yourself, including the very first parts of getting started. So without further ado, let's begin. So why was the School Enterprise Challenge set up in the first place? So we, the people who run the School Enterprise Challenge, are called Teach Amanda Fish. We're a UK-based education charity, and our mission is to solve this problem. There are 73 million unemployed young people worldwide. In the next 10 years, 1 billion young people will be joining the workforce. Conventional education is not enough to ensure lifelong success for people. They need skills that are valued by employers and that allow them to adapt to an ever-changing world. Our guiding belief is that young people learn and earn best by doing. Through our practical entrepreneurship education approach, they gain confidence, life skills, and agency that gives them the opportunity to create, lead, and solve real-world problems, improving their communities and empowering themselves. So, of course, the solution, the School Enterprise Challenge, our free international education program that supports teachers and student teams to create and run sustainable school businesses. Teachers sign up to access step-by-step guidance and ready-to-use materials that bring entrepreneurship to life in the classroom. Students gain hands-on business experience and build essential 21st century skills, while schools generate real income to support their community or fund future projects. It's open to schools from pre-primary to secondary level around the world, and it's available in English and Spanish. So why join? Close the employability skills gap, gain skills for work for your students, engage your students through real-life learning with real-life activities, nurture their leadership, confidence, and teamwork skills, begin students' journey into financial literacy, and of course, students earn their very own profit from their business and compete for prizes supported by their teachers. So the School Enterprise Challenge is divided into 7 milestones. So the very first milestone is a really simple one. Just take a photo of your new formed team, and we'll go into a little bit about teams in just a moment. The second milestone, likewise, is also very short. It's called the Dreams Poster, and students think a little bit about their futures, what they want to do, and instill ambition in them for the future. Then we get into the real meat of the program. Firstly, business idea. So we take you step by step through the process of coming up with a business idea. Students all take part in doing things such as a resource assessment, a profit share agreement, and so on. This is all provided in template form. So once you've completed the first few milestones, the template will unlock and you'll be able to complete your business idea and upload it. Similarly, for business plan, all the steps are there for how to do market research, your financial plan, and so on. And then milestone 5, another quick one, your launch photo, simply students before they launch their business. Then there's another pre-made template for you on how to launch the business for real, how to keep track of profits, and so on. And then finally, your celebration photo at the end. So the School Enterprise Challenge is designed for busy teachers. It's full of ready-made guides and templates, so you don't have to prepare anything beforehand. Some of them are viewed here on the left. So we have guides that come along with every learning module. We have extra resources and YouTube videos as well that go really in depth about each part of the templates and teaches you exactly how to fill them out. The typical time commitment for teams is about 1 to 2 hours per week working on the business, and it can be run in class or after school or in breaks. Lots of teams do it differently. It's up to you. Students lead the work. So it's students who should be making the decisions about how to run the businesses, but teachers facilitate and help them, give them the information so they can come up with their ideas and their plans. So it's teachers who sign up on to the elevated platform, which we'll just get to in a minute, but it's students who do the work. Then teachers report back on them. And of course, we have a flexible timeline. So the School Enterprise Challenge for this year, it's 2026, but It's been going for quite some time now, and schools progress at their own pace over an academic year. So the programs usually takes about 6 months. Some schools do it in longer than that or shorter than that. And some schools have already signed up, but we also get a number of schools registering maybe when they come back from summer holidays in about August, September, October. A lot of schools sign up then, so it's absolutely not too late. And we have two strands or cohorts of deadlines. So no matter where in the year you sign up, there will always be a deadline available for you to submit your business idea, plan, and your report, and so on. And then finally, prizes are awarded in April 2027 at our celebration event. All age groups are welcome in the School Enterprise Challenge. It works for both primary and secondary schools. So younger students can start up very simple enterprises like baking or stationery and learn the very basics of money. Older students can use the program as a reference for university or their CV, gaining life skills perfect for the workplace, and older students can act as mentors for younger ones and pass down a business when they graduate. Activities can be age adapted. We also provide a young learner's guide with more guidance for participating with primary and pre-primary students. And one such school is there in the picture, nursery school, and they even won a prize for their hard work. We provide year-round support for schools, teachers, and students from our friendly team. You need no business experience to take part. So we have regular email newsletters filled with inspiration and examples that will be sent to the email you use upon registering. We have an online community, our social section, where teachers can share advice and support. There are regular webinars for teachers throughout the year. So much like this one, when, for example, a business idea or business plan deadline approaches, there will be targeted webinars specifically going through those templates in case you have any questions about those parts of the program. We also have many playlists of YouTube help videos. And the School Enterprise Challenge is hosted on our online learning platform called Elevated. It's a web app, so it's not an app that you can find in the App Store, but it is accessible as a website and available on mobile phone. You can complete it on mobile phone or you can complete it on a desktop computer. Teachers register an account and then they create a team. We recommend usually between 15 to 45 students, but you can have more if you'd like, and you can split up students into sub-teams as well. You can access the program section, learning modules with all the guides attached, competitions, and the social section. Tutorial videos on how to use the platform are available during registration and the onboarding when you create your first team. So getting ready to start, there are a few simple steps before you dive in. First of all, we recommend you gain the support of the rest of your school. So get your head teacher and colleagues on board. We have a ready-to-use template letter to help. It's available in our Getting Started guide on the website, or you can email us for more information. You can recruit a co-teacher. Having 2 teachers per team means your students always have support, even when one of you is busy. And make sure you involve parents early, so share the program and our child protection policy so families feel confident from day one. And remember to create that excitement for enterprise. So here's a few tips for getting started. You should engage students, maybe launch with a whole school assembly explaining what you're going to do and see what students would like to get on board with the school business or which students would like to put forward ideas for it. You should share inspiring student stories and case studies so more students want to get involved, and employ student enterprise ambassadors, different roles in the team. Engage parents, explain the benefits and learning outcomes early, hold an information or enterprise evening perhaps, or invite parents to support or mentor teams. Their help is always appreciated. And engage the community. You could invite local businesses to speak, very useful for market research, build links to employers that might be useful for your business, and showcase student enterprises to the wider community and let people know what your school has been doing. Here are a few impact stories. So here are some real schools that have taken part in recent years and have won prizes for their efforts. So this is Victor F. Arden Primary School in Honduras, and these students are about around the age of 11. They created the business Ecological Footprint, full of personalized plants and healthy snacks. They built students' teamwork, creativity, and financial skills while promoting environmental awareness, and they reinvested the profit they earned to improve their school's facilities. We also have Brightwood School from the Philippines. They created a business called Atelier, which was full of personalized fashion pieces inspired by Filipino culture and sustainable design. And you can see they created a pretty big profit there. A lot of people wanted to buy their fashion pieces. They also supported local suppliers and strengthened cultural awareness about Filipino history while developing creativity and production skills. And of course, here we have our younger students, Little Angels Nursery School in Uganda. The Incredible Angels is the name of their team. They recycled plastic bottles into piggy banks. And students actually overcame the theft of collected bottles. Someone broke into the school and stole all their bottles they'd collected, but they asked their community for help, which really demonstrated their resilience and teamwork. The project and the story behind it earned national recognition and teaching awards for their teacher. Finally, we've got also Evergreen Public School in India. They create homemade healthy food and eco-friendly soap. So obviously they promoted healthy eating and hygiene while developing business skills. And a graduating student who is a member of the team, Aniket, turned his passion for baking into a career and earned a scholarship to study at Le Cordon Bleu in Paris. So that was a really incredible, impressive result of taking part in the program. So the School Enterprise Challenge, of course, has lots of prizes and awards up for grabs. So alongside earning real income for your school, that can be reinvested into student projects or improving school facilities or any sort of charitable sort of things as well. Students can gain confidence, teamwork, problem solving, business knowledge, financial literacy, all sorts of life skills. You can connect and share ideas with educators all over the world in our online community, master new teaching techniques, boost your CV, and advance your career. But also win cash prizes and certificates for yourself, your students, your school, and community. We have more details about the prizes, the full prize list, on the prizes section of our website. And at the end of the year, we have exclusive invitations to our annual prize awards, our celebration event, which will be held April 2027. We also have additional support for schools wanting enhanced assistance and coaching. So the core program is free and will always be free. And it's a self-guided entrepreneurship education platform with webinars and the global competition and prizes. All of that is free. However, we also have additional support, paid programs, which are optional. The Accelerator program is the core program, plus personalized coaching and mentoring, more tailored support and additional trainings. And then we also have our Elite program, which is the features of the Accelerator, plus the Live School Marketplace and Shark Tank events, student internship opportunities, connection with global schools and industry experts, and school accreditation as entrepreneurial centers of excellence. If you would like more information about these programs, please do not hesitate to email us. Here are a few FAQs. So some of these are questions that we get more than any other question. So first of all, who can join? So all schools from all countries can participate, from pre-primary through to secondary schools and technical and vocational colleges. However, universities are not eligible. How many students can take part? So we suggest having around 15 to 45 students in a business team to ensure the work is manageable. That's our recommendation, and that each students have a rich experience. But if more students are interested, you can have as many business teams as you want. Is it free? Yes. Taking part in and completing the School Enterprise Challenge is completely free and will always be free. What age is this suitable for? So the program works for learners from pre-primary up to the end of secondary, and a team can involve either one specific grade or a mix of ages. It's up to you. We have more information on the FAQs page on our website. So start your journey today, if you haven't already. And if you're just getting started, we recommend you go and register for a teacher account right away, create your very first business team, and join an international community of enterprising schools. You can register your school today by scanning the QR code or visiting our website. You can also follow us on social media. We have a Facebook page, a YouTube page, and an Instagram page with lots of updates about upcoming deadlines, highlighted schools, and so on and so forth. Thank you so much for attending today. If you have any questions, please leave them in the chat, and we might have a little bit of time to give you a brief overview of the platform. So thank you everyone for coming. Let me see if I can set up the platform, and in the meantime, please leave your comments in the chat if you have them. Hello. As you can see, I've got the platform up. I've just seen Rima in the chat says, how do I get an overview of each milestone? I've already registered the teacher account. Well, that's glad you asked. I'm just about to show you the milestones themselves. So once you've created a team, let's go into one of my recent teams. This is where I'd got to. Okay, so you are presented with this page, the program page, which has all the milestones available. As you progress, they unlock. You can look at an overview of them. For example, you can skip here, milestone 5, but as you can see, I haven't completed the previous milestones yet, so I can just see an overview video as well. So you can look at all the help videos right away if you'd like to plan in advance, but you do need to complete the previous milestones before you then complete the later ones. Great. Okay. So once you get here, I'm sure if you've already, some of you may have already made progress on the milestones, but if not, that's absolutely fine. So milestone 1 is simply introduce your team. So it could be just, it's a photo of your student team, however many students you like. You don't have to have an idea at this point. It's just simply the students who are interested and a little bit of information. So you go in here, you press start exercise, and you upload a photo of your business team. That's it. And then just a little bit about your school business team. It can be a few lines, doesn't need to be a big paragraph. For example, maybe you're thinking we'll meet after school, they're this year group or multiple year groups, or maybe they're all studying a certain subject or a different subject, and it's been supported by however many teachers. You don't have to have your idea set in stone right now, but maybe you have a little idea about what you do with the money you generate. Again, you can change this later, but maybe you could just say invest it into the school, invest it into a cause that we'd like to support. These can be very short. I also just got a question from Benita, which says, do all co-teachers need to register? So they don't need to register, but if they do, it could be helpful. So they would just sign up with their own account, and then once the first teacher has already signed up, the first teacher would sign up and set up the school. So at that point, the school's information is in the platform. So once the second teacher signs up, all they need to do is then find the school on the drop down when they sign up, and then an invitation is sent to the original teacher that signs up, and that original teacher accepts them, and then they're a member of the school. That's just so we don't get random people joining random schools. So it has to be an invitation system. Yeah, but they don't have to sign up. We have people who work offline, but if they do, that's absolutely great. And we do recommend, we do have plenty of teams that only have one teacher, but it does make it a lot easier if you have at least two. Um, so yeah, that's all you do for school business team. And then for, let me just see, milestone two is Dreams Poster. And it's simply a poster about students' dreams for the future. They can either do it as a class or they can each fill out their own one. We've seen it done multiple ways. And then, of course, in milestone three, you have the help video. They're usually about 10 to 15 minutes long. They go through the templates in detail. And this isn't unlocked yet, but let's see if I can just go through it really quickly for you. Let me see if I can complete it quickly. No, maybe not. Anyway, so all of the resources are also down here, just underneath the milestones. So you can just download them in advance. We also have the module section. So all of these learning modules you can do in any order. You can skip them, you can do all of them, you can pick and choose, and each of them has a guide attached. So for example, the Dreams Poster section, this is accompanied by a module named Dreaming Big, and there is also a guide attached in the module. And as you progress through the milestones, there are a few recommended modules that are linked. This gives the teacher more information on how to teach the different parts of business idea, business plan, annual report, and gives them more information for their students. We also have the compete section, which lists the upcoming deadlines for businesses, but you don't need to submit here. You're automatically entered in competitions as you progress through the milestones. And then finally, we have the social section where you can advertise your business and ask for help and ask questions if you need to. There's also your profile. You can just edit your details here. So this is your personal profile. And then if you go to the little menu here, you can edit your school information here. So at this point, you can invite teachers as well, so invite colleague. And then you can also manage people who've requested to join the school. So this is how you do that. But if you ever do find it difficult to navigate the platform, or you get lost, or you don't know how to do this or that, that's absolutely fine. We're always available. You can always reach us on email, and we're also very active on WhatsApp. And if you sign up for an account, you'll be also sent newsletters, and all of our details are available in the newsletters as well. So just email or WhatsApp us. We're really active, and we're happy to answer any questions you may have. On registration, you're also invited to, if you have a WhatsApp, join your local WhatsApp group full of teachers in your region. So there'll be news coming through that way. And of course, you can follow us on our other social media too. So that's basically an overview of the platform. If you ever get lost, please don't feel shy to join another one of these events. As I said before, there will be more of these events coming up soon, and a lot of them will be about specific topics such as business idea, business plan. So make sure to join us. Then all the information will be sent to you in the newsletters over the coming months. So thank you everyone for joining. And yes, if you have any last few questions, please leave them in the chat. Otherwise, have a wonderful day. Thank you, everyone.